Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Caitlin. As promised in my Thor Love and Thunder teaser reaction, I am here to do a quick video and update you guys about some decisions I made and what exactly is going on. So, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow I am leaving for Florida. My aunt will be over between 9 and 9:30. We are going to load up the vehicle. We are going to pick up her friend who is traveling with us, who is from Florida, and we are going to drive down to Florida. We're actually not driving as far as I thought we would because we aren't really leaving till about 10:30 because we have to go pick up our friend after we pack. So we're not going to be leaving till around 10, and instead of just driving for a long time and then stopping, we're going to stop in Kentucky, which is where my aunt lives. So we're going to stop in Kentucky for the night tomorrow, and then we're going to pick up and continue traveling on Friday. So I feel like Friday or Saturday, I will be in Florida for the first time ever. And if you guys haven't checked out an earlier video I posted, I talked about that this will be the first time I have actually left the state of Michigan since I was 11. So when I was 11 years old, I actually left the state of Michigan for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. We crossed the border to Sault Ste. Marie, Canada, and went to a shopping mall there. So I actually have not left the state of Michigan since then, and that was the only time I've ever left the country. So this is kind of a big thing for me because I am traveling further than I've ever traveled before. I think the furthest south I've ever traveled is I was 8 and we went to Santa Claus, Indiana, when I was down there staying with family. But yeah, this is only the fourth time. No, third time. Let's see. I left when I was tied to Ohio. Yeah, this will be the fourth time I've ever left the state of Michigan, and I'm going to be going through lots of states I've never been through before to wind up staying in Florida for 5 months. So yeah, I start my big rope trip tomorrow. You can't see it, but I have a ton of stuff packed. I wasn't actually trying to pack. Sorry, my giant hand. I wasn't actually trying to pack a ton of stuff, but my mom was like, "We're not going to pack a lot of stuff," and then my mom just kept buying me stuff. So technically, we got a lot of stuff with the goal, like shampoo, hygiene products, toothpaste, um, sunscreen, deodorant, stuff like that, with the goal that I not need to purchase anything like that while I'm in Florida. And really, the only necessities I need to get when I'm there is I need to get sheets for my bed, I need to get a pillow, and then I would just need to get food. And that would be the only necessity I need to buy on a regular basis is food so I can eat. But a lot of the stuff we bought with the hope that I don't have to buy anything like that while I'm down there. So really just buy food and cleaning supplies, and even then maybe not just get like stuff because we're really good at making things last for a while in my family. So I feel like I am overpacked, but since I am going so far away, that might not necessarily be a bad thing. This isn't like the past few times I've left and gone somewhere else for school or work. Both those three times when I did that, I was still in the state of Michigan, and my family was never more than about 6 hours away. Marquette is like 6 or 7 hours away, and that's where I went to school for a semester. So I was still able to have my family come up and give me stuff, and they could visit and stuff like that. Where in this instance, it's not the case. They are not going to be able to like just hop in a car and drive down to Florida to visit me. In fact, my mom, my dad aren't planning. My mom, my dad, and my brother aren't planning on visiting me this summer. My aunt's the only one who said she'll come down to visit, but that's okay. I knew that. I was expecting that. So I'm not. I'm a little bummed about that, but I'm not too bummed. So actually, I think I was doing fine on my level of nervousness till it hit the mark like last week when I realized, oh my god, I'm leaving for Florida. And that's when I started to get really, really anxious and nervous, and my anxiety just kicked in. Um, I'm not nervous so much about doing my job. I think what I'm nervous about is busing and being late and getting lost. The reason I say getting lost is because it's huge. Walt Disney World the parks are ginormous. I've never used a busing system before, so I'm super, super nervous about busing. Um, and I'm just so nervous that because of the busing system, I'm going to be late. And if you are late so many times, you are fired. And I don't want to jeopardize this program because I just want to do the best I can. like I said, I'm not too worried about whether or not I'll be able to fulfill my job because when I got my itinerary, I found out I was doing sales, which is basically retail. So I was like, yay! And then not my itinerary, my onboarding. And then I got my itinerary this a few days ago and last week actually, last Thursday, and they revealed my role and location, and I will be doing merchandise in Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom, which is one reason why I'm afraid of being late because Magic Kingdom has the utilidors underneath the park. I actually had to explain that to a friend of my mom's that Magic Kingdom is actually on like the ground floor, and beneath that is technically a basement. So I had to explain that to one of my mom's friends. She didn't realize that Magic Kingdom is actually like a ground or second story, and then beneath it is this whole network of tunnels, which is basically the brain of Magic Kingdom, and that the whole reason was so that cast members just appear by magic where they're supposed to be. You don't see a cast member from Frontierland walking through Fantasyland to get where they need to go. So that made me really, really nervous, and I actually did not think I was going to get Magic Kingdom because the rumor was that if you didn't have that, some people when we got our onboarding, they did have MK, which is shorthand for Magic Kingdom, next to their role, or aka their job. And the rumor was going around on GroupMe that if you didn't have MK, that meant you weren't going to work in Magic Kingdom because Magic Kingdom is run slightly differently. So there was rumors that it's a different pay grade. So if you didn't have MK for your onboarding, that meant you weren't going to Magic Kingdom. So I automatically assumed that I wasn't going to Magic Kingdom, and I was really, really hoping I'd wind up in Disney Springs or a resort. You know, a park would be fun, but I was really hoping for something like that. And surprise, I got Tomorrowland merchandise in Magic Kingdom, which honestly is going to be okay. Tomorrowland, I don't is usually merchandise is kind of low key. It can get busy, but so far on average, people have said that they only work 6 to 8 hour shifts, so it's not that bad. So I feel like merchandise is going to be a more low key role, which will be fine. And it's retail, so I've done retail. I'm just really terrified about the busing system because, like I said, I've never done the busing system before, and they have a free, like, Disney World transportation is free on Disney World property. So I could take the bus from where I'm staying at FCV, which, by the way, I got into the good building. I got into East, which is the older, more established building. So yay! So I could take a bus from SCV East and go to TTC, Ticket and Transportation Center, or Transportation Ticket Center. I don't know what it is. It's just called TTC. And that's basically where you can catch a bus to any of the resorts, any of the to Disney Springs, to any of the parks, I think, or any transportation that's for a monorail station, ferry. You can catch, I think you can get a bus there to Typhoon Lagoon, I'm not sure. So that's basically the transportation hub. And basically, I could take a bus from FCV and go there and either go to Magic Kingdom or take a bus to Hollywood Studios, take the monorail to Epcot, take a bus to Animal Kingdom. You know, there are options. But it is slightly terrifying to me because how do you know which bus is which? Like, if I can eat, like, they'll probably say, but then I will have to come back to TTC and find the bus that goes back to Flamingo Crossing. How will I know which bus goes back to Flamingo Crossing? Is it going to look different than the Disney buses? I don't know yet, so I am absolutely terrified. But I am determined to do this program. Like, my ultimate goal is I really do want to stay through October 6th. October 6th is my departure date, and I have to be out of there by 10 a.m. Now, DCP does have an option where if I don't have a ton of points, if I don't really have a lot of disciplinary issues, they will offer to extend my program, and extending means I stay longer. So right now my program starts next Monday and goes through October 6th, my day of departure. If they offer me an extension, that means my program would go past October into 2023. So in all likelihood, if I took an extension, I would be at Walt Disney World from April. I would be there from April to January, February, maybe even March. That's a very long time. And although I would love to do Christmas at the parks, I do have my final two classes that I put on hold. I was going to try to do my final two classes for my degree while I was at Walt Disney World because I'd only be part-time and they're online. But listening and hearing other people's opinions, they said it's actually very, very hard to do school, even part time, while doing the Disney College program. Now, some kids have to do it. And for those who are full time, they are able to do a study hall in place of a work shift. But if you are part time, you don't have that option. And I also know that and with Davenport, my online classes are only 7 weeks each. So that's already an insanely high amount of work I have to do. I literally have to do 14 to 15 weeks, a full semester's worth of learning in a condensed 7 week course. That's a lot. Like my public relations class, my winter semester actually ends this week. My public relations class, I did 2 discussion board posts every week, two discussion board post replies every week, a blog post from week 2 through 6. I had a group project I had to do. I had a case study, a press release. In my SEO class, I did a major group project. I did a simulation. I had papers to write. So it's a lot of work, and I'm very proud of the fact that I am such a good student and a dedicated student. And on top of that, as of right now, barring any devastating final grades, I am on track to make President's List for a 4th semester in a row, which means I will have had a perfect 4.0 GPA from winter 2021, spring summer 2021, fall 2021, and winter 2022. I will have had a perfect GPA for 4 semesters in a row after being on Dean's List in the fall of 2020. So that is really, really important to me because that's something I never thought I would be able to do, and I've done it. So it's a lot of pressure on myself, but I'm insanely proud of it, and I want to keep going. So I didn't want to, and I would love to finish my program out with a 4.0, a perfect GPA. So I didn't want to jeopardize risking ending my degree with a 4.0, with anything less than a 4.0, because I'm at Disney. And even though I probably won't be working like 10 or 12 hour shifts that often, I won't have that much time really to do my homework because I'll be on the bus a lot, and I do plan on going out when I'm confident. I do plan on going to the parks often. I do plan on going to Disney Springs often. I'm hoping to get to Typhoon Lagoon at least once. I plan on hanging by the pool. I will probably be at Disney Springs a lot. I'm so excited about Disney Springs. I will say I already know going to Disney World is going to make me appreciate what I have in Michigan so much better. I mean, just listening to people who have already been down there, it is so completely different from Michigan. It's such a faster pace of life. It's so busy, and I think what I love about Michigan so much, being a native Michigander, is there isn't really pressure. There are times where we have to work 10 to 12 hour shifts, but that is sometimes, unless the job specifically says you are working that long of a shift, that is kind of hard to fathom. I think the only time I've worked a shift that long, I've never worked a 10-hour shift, because that's just, even on Black Friday or Thanksgiving night, because that's just not really something that's, maybe Black Friday one year, but it's very rare in Michigan, I think, to find a job where, unless it's explicitly stated, you're going to be working these crazy long shifts. And so it's kind of just more relaxed here, more laid back. I will miss my mall, as like sad and empty as my local mall is. I am going to miss the mall. I am going to miss just being able to hop on my bike and bike anywhere I want to. Most of the cities in Michigan is pretty awesome how they're set up like that, the smaller cities, that you can just hop on your bike and you're able just to bike anywhere. Like it's a 15-20 minute, like a 10 to 15 minute bike ride from where I live to Main Street, where a ton of fun stores and restaurants are. I can go across. It can take like another 10 minutes for me to go to head east and go get Dole Whip from a smokehouse. So I am going to miss the slower pace here. I'm such a Michigan girl. That's one reason why I'm choosing not to extend my program already, is because I'm just going to miss it so much here. And I already know, as much as I've talked about how much I would love to work for Walt Disney World, stay and work at the parks and live in Florida, I know for myself that is not something I could do. I would not be able to live in someplace like Florida. Walt Disney World, Walt Disney World isn't in technically Orlando, but Orlando's close by, and it would just be so busy for me, and I would not be able to handle it. Give me 1 second. I am yellow now, so yeah. So I would not be able to handle living in Florida permanently full time. I wouldn't, as much as I complain about the cold and the snow and the ice when it hits spring in Michigan. I would miss my Michigan winters. I would miss the snow. I would miss being like just going up north, you know. My dad told me today we went out to eat. He said, "Are you going to try to go see the ocean while you're down in Florida?" And I said, "Actually, no, I'm not. I don't really have a desire to go to the ocean because I love the lakes too much. I would rather go up if I had a choice between going to the ocean or going to see one of the lakes. I would rather go see the lakes. I'd rather go to Mackinac Island than actually go to the ocean. In all honesty, really, Disney College Program is just a way for me to go to Walt Disney World and get to go to the parks. I know it's not a vacation. I already have that mindset. It's not a vacation. It is a job. So my goal, I would love to make it through October 6th. I'm really just going to try to stay as long as I can because I have a habit of quitting or something bad happening. I just don't want to do it anymore, but I'm determined not to let that happen this time. I don't want to repeat on Mackinac Island the 2 years I've done it because I really would love to go work on Mackinac Island permanently. So I just want to stay as long as I can. If I make it through October, that would be awesome. Like I told my dad today, my goal is I don't want to self-term. I don't want to risk this job because at the end I would love to get my Mickey ears at the graduation cap because it would be perfect because I get them and they're my Mickey graduation ears from the program, and I graduated in December anyway. I finished my program then, so my classes start October 31st. So I come home and I'll probably be home by October 11th, and I'll get like maybe 2 weeks, and then I start classes. So I actually have to register for my classes while I'm down in Florida, and I'd probably order my textbooks while I'm down there too. But yeah, so I've made a lot of decisions. So I'm not taking my car down. I'm not taking Lantoy down. I'm actually taking Penny Porg. I'm taking her. My car keys and my house key are actually staying up here with my mom. And I am not doing SOTAR. So I had gotten a laptop to take down with me, and unfortunately the laptop had an issue, so we returned it and got a Chromebook instead, which means I will not be playing Star Wars The Old Republic from last night I logged on to Star Wars The Old Republic, and I will not be logging back on till probably October 12th or 13th. So almost 5-6 months I will not be playing SOTAR, which is going to be so hard for me. I didn't even get a chance to start the new content, so I'm really bummed about that. But it'll give them a chance to work out the kinks a little bit more, and I can always play it when I come home. And my plan is to start an all new characters. I already have the character's name. I already have the plan, so I can start all new stories when I get home, which makes me so excited. My Jedi Knight, which is my favorite class to play of them all. It's going to be a Mary Luca, and I've never played that character before, so I'm super excited for that. Also, the vlog, the channel. You guys, I love vlogging. I love my channel so much. Sometimes I do get disheartened when I feel like I'm not getting a ton of views, but I keep vlogging. I keep putting out content every once in a while. I have come to the conclusion that I will probably not be vlogging regularly while I'm down in Florida, simply because I did get put in a 2x2, which is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, so I do actually have a roommate sharing a bedroom with me. And I don't know how fond my roommates would be of me vlogging and posting. I will try to do trailer reactions. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but I will try to do them. But in all honesty, vlogging, I'm going to cut back. I will try to post small snippets and videos here and there on this channel. But for the most part, until October, all my content that I will be posting will be done on my Instagram page, which is linked in the description box down below. And that's where I'll be posting like a lot of pictures and little videos and stuff. I will post maybe occasionally on YouTube, but I won't have I don't think I'll have the software I use to record. I won't have like the time to put together like videos. I won't have time to just sit and talk. So I am taking technically a break from my channel, a break from vlogging. So hopefully you guys understand. And I will be back vlogging probably late October, early November, doing not so regular videos, but I will be back to posting. Because like I said, I do love it. And when I come home, I will be getting ready to take some big steps. I'm already planning ahead some things I want to do when I get home. Like when I get home, I want to go to the farmer's market because I won't get to this summer. and I love going to the farmer's market. I don't like working there, but I like going there. I'm already thinking about moving out of my mom's apartment next year. I live with my mom and my brother. I am going to be 35 in February, and I am more than ready to move out. I've been looking at apartments off and on the past couple years, and I've now decided I am seriously ready to move out. I am ready to be on my own. So I am looking at apartments. I am thinking about when I come home, just getting a full-time job, like not really, like maybe taking a week off after I get home to get everything situated, to get back to normal, but then like really looking for a full-time job, and definitely after my degree jumping into full-time work and getting my own place. My goal is I want to be in my own place by next March, and I'm actually thinking about moving to area nearby called Mount Pleasant, because they have the rent there is really affordable, and they also have more job options. So I'm really looking into moving to Mount Pleasant, which is maybe like 40 minutes away. So I'm still be close to my family, but I will have space. So yeah. So really I'm trying to get, so really the DCP is kind of going to be my big last hurrah before I jump full time into adulting, which is kind of hard because I realize that I don't really look like an adult very much, and mental and emotionally, and my personality is not very adult like at times. I do act younger than my age, but I am determined to be an adult. I am determined to get my own place. I want my own space. I want some independence. I mean, I am independent living here with my mom, but I'm still living here with my mom. And so it's like today I went for a walk to go to the mall to pick up the last few things. She's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "To the mall," you know? So it's kind of like I'd like my own space. You know, my mom's great. She does support me, but I want to live on my own. I mean, it's kind of funny. My mom bought me pepper spray for Florida, and then I found out I can't take the pepper spray down with me, so I had to buy a personal alarm. So my mom's kind of like a worrier. So yeah, so that's where we are. So this will be my last actual vlog until October. So hopefully the end of October, early November, I will be back to vlogging. It will really depend on my work and school schedule and SOTAR, of course, because I'm super, super, super excited about that. Yay, SOTAR! So I will sign off for now here, guys. So until I really sit down and talk to you guys again, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Remember, if you guys want to keep a track of what I'm doing in Florida, what DCP is like down there, make sure you check out the description box down below for my Instagram page. The link will be there, and you guys will be able to see just exactly what is going on in first time, instead of waiting till I get home in October and I have a ton of content to post on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. I am sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers, and I will see you guys in a few months. Bye, everybody.